Hey folks, I wanted to make a quick intro for this video. I know that most of, or pretty much all of these podcasts are Montana businesses or someone doing something in Montana. This one is a little bit different, but it involves a lot of businesses here in Montana. But I just wanted to give a little bit of context before it starts. This episode is with my good friend, Matt Wabshinak. We grew up together back on the East Coast, and Matt was out here at the end of July into August for my wedding. And Matt was in an accident a little bit over 4 years ago, which he'll explain in the episode. But he is now quadriplegic with he's got some limited arm and upper body mobility. And we've recorded this before we did a bunch of fun stuff out here. In hindsight, we probably should have done it after, but it didn't really work right with the schedules. But I just wanted to thank a couple businesses out here in Montana that were a big part of making this happen. Warriors and Quiet Waters, they were a huge help in helping us get a vehicle arranged for Matt because he needs an adaptive vehicle with a lift for his wheelchair. Eagle Mount was very cool too. Matt went up to Bridger on Saturday. They had adaptive mountain biking. So Matt was able to do some mountain biking while he was here in the quad bike that they have. And also Ability Montana. They were able to take him fishing on the Madison with a special boat that they've got that he could drive his chair right on. And they had some different adaptive reels that he could use. And it was very cool that he was able to come out here to Montana and take advantage of all the different businesses and people that were just a huge part in making this all happen. And we were also able to get Matt into the Mountain Mule van and go out with a bunch of friends and check out Yellowstone Park and go up the Beartooth Pass, and really just had an awesome week. And it was really fun to be able to do all these different things out here with Matt and really not have many limitations, even with his injury. So it was very cool, and just we're very grateful to be in such a great spot where there's so many different people that are doing cool things. So enjoy this and learn a little bit more about Matt. And yeah, just a big thank you again to everyone that was a part of making this happen. Okay, ready to go? Okay, Matt, we're recording.
Okay.
You're in Montana.
Yeah, we landed yesterday. First time flying.
How was that?
It was an experience.
Well, first time flying since your accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, if no one knew who you were, what like tell them who you are and then tell them about your accident.
Well, my name is Matt, and I had a pool accident. I dove in the pool and broke my neck. I'm a C4 complete, and that was in 2022, August of 22. So
that was like just almost 4 years ago.
Yeah, coming up on 4 years.
Yeah. So first time flying, how was that?
It was fun. I mean, I think I got psyched out for nothing. I would do it again and again, I guess. I heard some horror stories about wheelchairs getting damaged in cargo and stuff. But I had no complaints. The staff was good, friendly, accommodating.
It was United, right?
Yeah, United.
So what you drive your chair on, then they help you out of the chair onto the seat, and then they put your chair somewhere?
I drive just before the plane, and then they transfer me into what they call an aisle chair, which is this smallest chair you could probably ever sit on. And then they wheel you backwards onto the plane to your seat, and then they help transfer you onto your seat. And then they take your wheelchair out and put it underneath the plane in cargo.
So when that thing just folds up, kind of?
This doesn't fold up. I just recline the seat back all the way so it can fit in the cargo door.
Yeah. So what else should anyone know about you? I mean, before your injury, you were like a lifelong hunter and an equipment operator?
Yep. Whitetail, turkey, ducks. I like to hunt with my dogs. I have 3 Labrador retrievers. I still take them on some retrieving hunts, and they love getting out. And yeah, I was equipment operator for probably maybe 13 years.
And I think I've known you since I was 16, so I've known you almost 20 years.
Yeah.
I think it'll be 20 years next summer.
Yep.
Yeah. Because the girl that I was dating knew you. That was how we met.
Yeah, and then we became friends from there.
Got rid of her and became friends. Yeah, because I was thinking of how much we've been hunting, but how many times have you been hunting since your accident?
I probably go, I would say maybe 6 to 10 times a year until it gets too cold because I can't regulate my body temperature. So when I'm out late October or early November, as much as I want to hunt, it's just not enjoyable just sitting there shivering.
Yeah.
But since I've been in the wheelchair, I've shot 2 whitetail bucks and a black bear with my crossbow.
Did you shoot a turkey too or no?
Yep. Actually, yeah, I shot it. This past May was my first turkey I shot.
And what did you shoot the turkey with?
12 gauge with a red dot.
And then you said both the whitetail were a crossbow?
Yep, and the bear.
Nice. How far were they?
The bear was about, I think, 53 yards. And the 2 whitetail were fairly close, probably 25 yards.
You know what's sad is the last thing I've shot with my bow was with you.
I'm trying to think, was that up on the ridge?
No, when we were down on that, remember we were in the double stand? I think that was when I came home for somebody's wedding.
Oh, yeah, down back in the flat.
Yeah, because I think we didn't we try Radcliffe's for a few days and then we tried there? I've been hunting since then, but that was.
Yeah, that was a fun hunt.
Yeah, because it was a spike horn and you talked me into shooting. I really had nothing to lose because that was the last day to use the tag, so.
That was fun. He was right under us. We were making noise, laughing.
What's the best hunting story you remember in general or when we were together?
That's a tough one.
I know the one on the ridge was cool because I shot that.
That was 2 days in a row. We both sat in it.
Yeah, we sat in the same stand. I shot that like big, thick 6-pointer, and then you shot that 8-pointer in the same stand.
He had a broken tine.
Yeah. Because he came in and rubbed his antlers on the tree I was in. And I was almost having a panic attack. And he just finally got out enough so I could shoot almost straight down.
I would say the bear was the most nerve-wracking experience, trying to get the shot off without being seen or heard.
Who was with you?
Will was with me. Will usually takes me hunting. Ever since I've been in the wheelchair, it's usually just me and Will.
Shout out to Will because he's on an airplane right now for the first time in his life. That was the second. It was the biggest accomplishment. You coming here, and Will was the second biggest accomplishment.
Yeah. He hardly even gets out of Dutchess County, let alone on an airplane.
Yeah. And now he'll be in Montana. What else? How far did you say the bear was?
I think it was like 53 yards.
Yeah. I mean, that's a poke.
That is a poke, especially in a wheelchair with my this adaptive trigger finger I use on my right hand.
And how do you, as far as moving the crossbow around?
I can kind of get it in my shoulder and move around a little bit, but if I need assistance, I tell Will up, down, left, right.
Mm-hmm. So it was just you and him on the hunt?
Yep.
Was he baited on a pile or anything?
No, we actually set the tent up that afternoon. We were hunting whitetails, and we're just sitting there. And I'm like, well, the deer should start moving soon. And Next thing you know, we hear this loud ruckus in the woods to the right of us. We both kind of look at each other like, that sounds bigger than a deer. And he came out, um, sat down, was scratching himself. And I'm like, this would be pretty cool if I can get a bear. And he started walking down towards a strip of corn that was in the field. And just before he made it in the corn was when I got the shot off.
Did you guys stop him, or did you just stop and you shot?
No, I think he stopped himself.
Damn.
I think it was like 340 pounds.
Oh wow. It was a boar.
Yes.
Yeah. And that was just totally unprompted. He just
Unprompted,
showed up.
unbaited. Weren't even hunting bear that day.
What's the season in Dutchess County for them? Not that I'm questioning if you did this legally.
I think it's the whole length of deer season, so it's October 1st to, I think, just before Christmas.
Do they give you, I mean, in all Dutchess County, it's crossbow, all of archery anyway, or no?
That just started last year.
Okay.
Because before that, it was, I think, the last 2 weeks of archery season, you could use a crossbow. But now, last year, everybody could buy one. I mean, everybody could use one, so.
I bet you people aren't happy about that.
No, they're not. It's just, before I was injured, I was always against using the crossbow because it's just that much easier.
It's like a gun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a rifle almost. How far? What's the farthest people shoot those things?
The new one I just got last year for my birthday, you can shoot 100 yards.
Yeah.
But any little bit of wind or something, I would never shoot past 50 yards, 60 yards.
Yeah.
With the crossbow, but
yeah.
I don't think it's fair for an animal to be shooting 100 yards with a crossbow.
I mean, yeah, it just doesn't. I mean, that's why archery is so fun, because it's not easy.
Yeah.
Because there's been more animals that I could have killed that were at 100 yards with a bow. It's like they know.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of like the shotgun almost. Like you can shoot as far as that with a shotgun.
Yeah.
Maybe some people
now
shoot
with that new Savage 220 to 20 gauge. You could shoot that probably 200 yards.
All right. So, what are your goals for the week in Montana besides to help make sure I make it down the aisle?
I'd like to go on a hike. I'm going to set up, I think we have some fishing set up on a special raft I can get my wheelchair on. Going to take that trip to Yellowstone.
We probably should have waited and done this after. I thought about it because we should like take photos and videos of it all. But I can always edit it all in after. Are you going to do the big sky gondola?
I'm a little nervous. If it wasn't a glass bottom, I would probably have no problem, but I'll do it. You just have to face your fears.
Yeah. I haven't done it either. Depending on when you guys go, I might go with you.
Yeah.
But now,
Monday would probably be the last open day we have before we leave Tuesday.
That'd be a smart day to do it too, because it'd probably be quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the first year you can now just go from the base and drive all the way up. Because the way it was the last time to get all the way up to Lone Peak, you had to ski to like mid-mountain and get on from there.
Oh, okay.
But they finally tied it all in so that it can be scenic in the summer.
Yeah, that makes the most sense, I guess.
Yeah, because I'm sure they got 3 times as many people that will do it now.
Is there mountain biking on the mountain too, or?
You can, yeah. Yeah, because I think you just take your bikes up the lifts and wherever you go. Oh yeah, and then mountain biking Saturday.
Saturday morning, I'm gonna use an electric mountain bike with 4 wheels on it.
Yeah, I think it's called a quad bike. I don't think that means like quadriplegic bike. I think it means quad bike because there's four wheels. But I think it's essentially like you can drive the whole thing with your chair like a joystick.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. And I think it's I don't know if you looked at the pictures of the ones I sent you, but I think they got like pretty nice suspensions in them and
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm a little bit of a daredevil, so it'll be fun to test that out.
Yeah. We'll see how Brendan makes out next to you. Yeah, I think that's 9 o'clock or 9 or 10 o'clock Saturday morning.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah. So we got that. The park. What are we trying to track down in the park tomorrow?
Um, elk, bison, maybe some wolves, and hopefully a grizzly bear.
I should text my landlord's son because he owns Yellowstone Wolf Tracker and see if he's got any hot spots for us to go tomorrow for the wolves specifically.
How's that work with all the collars on them, or?
I don't know. I think they just have so many guides in there. They kind of like know where they would be and where to find them. I think some of them do have collars, but I don't think he does because he's just got like a tour tracking company.
I was listening to a clip from the meat eater, and he was telling a story about a pack that left and went down into Wyoming.
From the park.
Yeah.
Are they still around out there?
Oh, I forget what he said, but I think they went back and then went back into Wyoming.
Yeah, I think like 80% of the park is in Wyoming, but I don't know if they're talking like back down outside the park.
Oh, that might be.
And have you seen a grizzly bear before or no?
No, never.
I haven't either. And I've been here almost 7 years.
Maybe some bighorn sheep.
Yeah. I feel like we should. There's a good chance of sheep, definitely a good chance of elk, good chance of bison, but wolves and the grizzly would be
Extras.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen any moose in a while. They're definitely more elusive because they're usually lone riders.
Well, it might have been the first time I was out here we saw that black wolf close to your house.
Did we see one?
Yeah. I think I have a picture of it.
I feel like I saw the picture, but I didn't think I saw one in real life, but maybe we did. There was black bears there. By the farm I was working at, there was black bears there. When have I last? I haven't seen anything in a while.
Maybe it was. I don't know. It might have been a picture.
Yeah, I remember the picture, but I don't think I saw one.
Oh, okay.
But they're around. So you said it's 4 years in August since your injury.
Yep.
So what's your life been like? What's it like being in your head?
It's tough. Just wanting to do things other people are doing for you. And just not being able to even help at all. I would love to get up every day and go to work.
Yeah, I think at least since the last time I saw you, you have that chair that stands you up now, right?
Yeah, I have a standing frame chair.
How does that thing work?
So it kind of looks like how do I describe it? It's just a chair with a table in front of it, and you sit in it, and you strap your feet in. There's pads that go against your knees so your knees don't buckle, and then there's a big pump jack on the side. You just pump it all the way up until you're fully standing.
And then it moves, or can you move it around once it's standing up?
It's on 4 wheels, but that's all you can do.
How much did that change the game for you, just being able to do that?
It's different. It's good for my bones to get some weight on my bones and keep my bone density. It's definitely a good workout for my heart.
Just to get your pulse going and stuff.
And I usually do some workouts while I'm standing up. That really gets the heart rate up.
What are your what we might do a workout later today? I'm gonna go do it either way. So if you're gonna do it, it would be great. If you're not,
Um, I do dumbbell curls, and I do when I'm standing up. I just use the cables, the bands, the elastic bands,
Mhm.
and I do some rows and some pull downs and
That
stuff like that.
does that make you like a little less frustrated about not being able to do anything?
Yeah, I like to work out because I like to see the progress. Um, yeah,
That's why it's so dumb. I mean, I'll just say this as someone, who has all my mobility. Like the more and more I've had this business, I'm sitting down more and more, and it just drives me crazy. And it's like you think you're gonna have a business, so you don't have to do all this work, and then you're like, man, my body's wants to do something.
yeah. It's like even just getting out of bed. It's like it just takes like from start to finish 45 minutes to get out of bed, get clothes on, brush your teeth, and get up in the wheelchair. And it's just, I feel like it's just the biggest waste of time. Just something that simple takes 45 minutes.
Yeah, and it's I don't know, like I know I just take it for granted, and it's so easy to like take simple things for granted when you
Yeah.
can do them.
Like be out of the house in 10 minutes.
And what about your newest helper that you have now? Like, how much different has that been?
With Madison,
Yeah.
well, before Madison, I basically lived 3 years in bed, not getting up much.
Mm-hmm.
And now I couldn't, I think I've stayed in bed one day in the past year.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell like just from talking to you on the phone. I don't even see you every day. I'm
Yeah.
like, hell yeah.
I'm out. We're out all the time doing things.
Yeah. So what do you have to say about her? Because she seems pretty great.
Yeah, no, she's awesome. Um, she'll do anything, wants to do anything, wants to learn things I like to do. Um, she'll never say no to anything I want to do.
Do you think you would have come out here if it wasn't for her? Or no?
Probably not. No,
Yeah.
no.
That's what I thought too. So shout out to Madison.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, she'll be on all of these adventures.
Yep, and she loves to fish, so that's why I wanted to do this fishing trip for her.
Yeah. I should, if I edit this after we do this week, I'll put up pictures of it because of the pictures of the boat that these guys have at Ability, Montana, and it's literally like, I don't know, what do you call that kind of boat? Because it's not a standard raft.
Um,
It's essentially got like rafts on each side of it, and
yeah,
and a deck in
and
the
a
middle.
deck in the middle with a foldable ramp.
Yeah, so you should be able to ride your chair right on there, and they've got all kinds of like different adaptive rods depending on what you can use.
Electric, or is it electric casting?
I think one of them is. Yeah, and then there's ones that strap onto your arm that you can just put, different lengths depending on what you're doing.
And that's all for fly fishing or for a reel?
I think it's both. They had fly rods and reels. So I think whatever you can do and whatever works.
Yeah.
But yeah, those guys,
You know what river that they'll be on?
I don't know. I'd imagine, I mean, like it could be any of the Gallatin, the Madison, or the Yellowstone, wherever. They all basically could be the same length. I mean, you could like, depending on where you put in, like you could be anywhere in like 30 to 45 minutes. So that'll be fun. We'll document it. Depending on how much room they have, I'm going to come with you guys.
Yeah, no, definitely. Have more the merrier.
Yeah. We'll see.
And stuff like that. That just brings so much joy to me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's like in my mind one of the I mean, there's so many cool things about Montana, but the fact that those guys do that and they're like, whatever you want to do, it's like free.
From what you've been sending me and the stuff I see here, it's a lot more accessible.
Yeah.
Especially outdoor activities.
Yeah, even from like the skiing too. And I know that could be hard just from a temperature thing, but there's so many options from.
Yeah.
But it's so, I mean, that's how most of the people are here. There's people I see cross country skiing and they got a set of skis on them with a rope and they got a little baby carrier in it. So they got their like 2-year-old or their little baby and they're just pulling them with cross country skis and like all that stuff. And like Drew, he like, I don't think I could ever keep up with him on a mountain. He's just like got it dialed.
And what kind of setup does he use?
It's something he sits in, but like I think from his waist up, he's pretty mobile.
Oh, okay.
But it's something he sits in and then he can just control it. I don't know what it's called, but I know he's on the mountain all the time.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But I don't know if that guy David will be there that he talked about because it sounded like he said David had about the same mobility as you. And he's like, that guy like kicked my ass and made me feel like, he's like, look, man, he said the first time he fell off his bike, he said he was just laughing at him. And he's like, I'm going to tell you what to do and walk you through how you get back on it. He's like, but I can't do shit. So you got to do it on your own. And I think he said he's like twice his age.
Wow.
But I know he's definitely involved with Ability Montana. And whenever those guys want, I'm going to come let them talk about what they do.
Yeah, no, that would be cool. Get it out there so people know.
Yeah, that's what's crazy is Montana's in the middle of nowhere. People would say it's the middle of the country. And then like some of the people around here are doing the coolest shit.
Yeah, back home in New York, you can't find much to do.
Yeah, I know. That's why everyone thinks when they think New York, like, oh, you're in the city, there's everything. But in upstate, there's like farms and horses and a little bunch of tiny towns. I mean, what's the population of like where you live? It's technically Unionville.
Burbank, Unionville, yeah. I don't know. That's a good question.
The weird thing is the county, like Dutchess County is a big county with a lot of people, but like Millbrook's 1,500 people.
Yeah. I wouldn't imagine that Unionville is probably, I don't know, maybe triple that. It's pretty big.
Yeah. But still, I don't know. After I wasn't farming there anymore, I was like, why would I?
Yeah, keep up with the times.
Yeah. There's not much else to do there. There's hunting. There's good hunting.
Yeah, good hunting.
And some good people.
Good people.
Friends, family. Is there anything else we have this week that we haven't thought about doing, or any like crazy bucket list ideas that you were like, I should see if we can do that?
I don't think so. Have the big rehearsal dinner.
Yeah. A lot of sitting around and sitting in big crowds.
Where is the dinner?
It's like 10 minutes from here. Don't you feel like everywhere I've said is like 10 minutes from where you're staying? Yeah.
It's at a restaurant or?
It's a lodge. It's kind of like a fishing, like, I think it technically was a fishing lodge and now it's more of a hotel.
Oh, okay.
But it's like outside under pavilion. It'll be nice.
Cool.
Yeah. They say people always make the joke because they call Bozeman Bose Angeles. And they say Bozeman and it's only 30 minutes from Montana. So that's their joke that Bozeman isn't Montana.
Huh.
It's not a very good joke. Bozeman has all the cool stuff that we're talking about with the ability.
Well, I mean, coming from New York and seeing the city and all that, I don't think Bozeman is a big city.
No. Yeah, and I lived in Seattle. That's not at all.
Yeah, no. And yeah, everything and more. You know, there's so much stuff here.
Yeah, and then everyone that's here is active. They want to be outside. They want to be, hunting, fishing, hiking. skiing, and then even everyone's like, let's make it so anyone can do it, so we can have all this adaptive stuff, and
Right.
like that's what you get when you get a city where people want to be. It's just expensive too. Is there anything? What do you think's the like something like with you being like having your injury that people never think about, or like is there anything that pisses you off?
Um, well, there's a lot of things that piss me off.
That's
Um,
well, that's more of a personality thing, but I mean, because of the specific to your injury.
um, I got to think about that. Nothing, when you ask that question, nothing just pops in my mind. Like people do that all the time, but um, we might have to circle back to that question.
Well, some people have said to me, they're like, "Oh, like how's Matt? Is it weird? How's he doing? Like, I was like, what's like, how is it?" And I'm like, I don't know. It's like he's still the same person. Like
Right.
his,
Actually, one thing that does come to mind is a lot of people, you know, if I don't see them in a while, they're like, "Oh, it looks like you're getting more movement." It's like I'm getting stronger, but no, my hands will never work. People are like, "Oh, your hands are moving good." Just because I can move my bicep and my forearm comes up in the air, they think like, "Oh, you're getting way more movement." It's like, no, my hands are not going to work. So,
do you think? I don't know how much you like look into this, but do you think there ever? But like, I'm just curious where the technology will ever go if it can like move stuff for you.
um, I'm not sure about my lifetime, but I
Yeah.
know one day they will have something.
Well, Drew was saying he's like I swear like someday I'm just gonna put on a pair of pants and they're just gonna like walk for me. And he was saying like the muscle atrophies so much just because it's not under any tension.
Right.
So like I think like your bone density and everything, but he thinks that like someday he'll like put on some like bionic suit and he'll just be able to like control it with his brain.
Yeah, I know they have like an exoskeleton thing you can walk with, but like you're just saying, if I could walk again, I'm sure it would be
It would have to
so.
support you too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about your gadget? Because you told me you have a new magnetic gadget.
Oh yeah. The what is that called? Um, crap.
Because it's something that like utensils go on, right?
Yeah, it's just a Velcro strap with a quick connect, and my utensils sit on a carousel, and I can interchange fork, knife, spoon, and my water cup.
Is it how good, like how stable is your hand? Are you able to like use it pretty steady or is it a
Yeah,
little?
each utensil has like a double ball head on it, so you can get it exactly to what angle works for you to get it to your mouth and
Mhm.
not spill the food. Um,
Do you have that thing dialed yet or no?
yeah, it's pretty dialed.
Nice. So just anything that's not like not hand food, like a sandwich or
Yeah,
anything.
sandwich, no. And I haven't tried soup. I probably can't eat soup with a spoon, but like rice and anything small like that, I use a spoon. And the knife isn't really, I can't cut with the knife. It basically looks like a pizza cutter, but it doesn't move. You kind of have to rock it back and forth. I could probably cut a noodle with it, but
Yeah.
no, there's no way I can cut up a steak.
Yeah. Well, I wonder what else is out there. Because I told you those guys at Ability were saying there's like what it is they're trying to make it so you can be as independent as possible.
Yeah.
So I bet you, if we talk to those guys on Sunday, maybe they're like could tell you some things that would be like,
Yeah, that I never heard about.
yeah, and you just wouldn't unless somebody told you or you were looking for it.
Yeah, it's called I think it's Reachable Technology is the brand of that eating device. Uh, yeah, Omnitech by Reachable.
And then your phone, you have pretty much have your phone on voice command, so you use that for.
Yep, voice control. Phone's mounted to the wheelchair on a RAM mount. And I can kind of use my thumb and scroll, and I could probably send a short text message just using my thumb.
Yeah. I mean, like most of what you text me is pretty understandable, and
Yeah,
if even if it's not, I usually know what you're talking about.
yeah. Sometimes the voice control will say a different word, but
Yeah, I use voice to text a lot, so I think mine does that half the time anyway. Well, I don't know if yours does, but mine will say sent with Siri.
no, because I don't use Siri. I don't use the that icon in the bottom right corner
Mm-hmm.
because voice control, it's always listening. So as soon as I type, as soon as I hit the control to start writing the message,
Mm-hmm.
it's a different thing that's listening, not Siri.
And that's just dictating whatever you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know when I told you that, like people are like, "Oh, like how is it with Matt?" And I was like, "I don't know. He just like he seems totally normal, so just treat him like he's normal." And
Yeah.
like I don't know what to tell you. Do you ever like mess with people?
No, but Will gets the same question all the time, like, "How's Matt doing? What's Matt up to?" I don't know if he wants to talk, and Will's like, he's the same person. Like, reach
Yeah,
out to him.
yeah. See, the way I think about it is this is the way I've always thought about it with little kids. Like I get along really good with little kids and like them because I just treat them like they're normal adults.
Yep.
And I think when you're like kind of condescending, or you're like, what do you need, little kid, or something, like if you just talk to them like they're normal, then they're like, oh man, I think
Yep.
this person respects me.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Not that I can like speak from your perspective, but I don't know. I just figured to talk shit and treat you like nothing's changed.
Yep.
And do you have any other travel adventures or any like big goals or anything you want to try to do? And
Um, my my next goal is I would love to go on a mule deer hunt and shoot a mule deer.
yeah, you know what Drew told me, and this is maybe this will change, but this sounds like complete bullshit that they didn't like the Montana doesn't have any special regulations for crossbow or anything for someone with a disability.
So you have to use a regular compound bow.
I think so. I think they think people would abuse it, so that's why they didn't want to do it. But I don't know. Like, I think they could just make that call, be like, "Yep, this person's definitely just." I think they think somebody else would just like take their license or go.
Oh,
You know what
okay.
I mean? Which maybe, but
Yeah, that's not really too fair.
yeah. And those guys, if someone figures it out, then they can spend however much time they need to in prison.
Because if not, your only choice is to buy the adaptable cross compound bow thing for the wheelchair, and that mechanism is pretty expensive.
Yeah. And then it's essentially probably like a crossbow anyway. Probably can't shoot it as far and it doesn't have a scope, but
Yeah, I'm not sure how it works. I saw one guy on Instagram. I think he shot a bull elk out of a action track chair, but he had the compound bow.
we should see what these guys know about that on Sunday because I'm sure if anyone's done it, it's them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you see any hunting stuff on their page or no?
No, I didn't.
Have you ever thought of any type of job you'd be able to do or could do like in your condition or no?
Um, I'm not sure. A lot of it would probably be either computer work or answering a phone, which I guess I'm not against, but I'm not really interested in that stuff. I want to be outside. Um, I could I could probably be like a foreman and run a crew. The only thing is I can't do any paperwork with that side of it.
Yeah. But you could, I mean, like you could look at any job like and know what needs to get done, what needs to happen, and what
Right.
the guys need to do.
I'll just have to stay in the truck in the winter because it's too cold.
Yeah. Yeah, we should ask those guys too. I'm just curious, like what people have done, or because I'm sure, like, I bet you'd feel a hell of a lot better too if you're like, I got something to do.
Oh
And
yeah, that would be awesome.
yeah, it's weird when you complain, like when you have to work too much and you hate it, and then when you
don't have a
yeah.
job and you feel useless.
So is this have you felt like you've learned anything like helpful from this injury?
Um, Helpful in the sense of what?
Like, oh man, now I appreciate all the small things, or I just
Oh,
appreciate like,
yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said before, just getting out of bed. Um, you know, I love to cook on the grill, smoke smoke meat. I mean, I still can do it, but I'm not actually the one putting the meat on or seasoning the meat.
yeah.
Um, I don't know. I guess I'm not too sure.
And you got to try those two techniques I told you. You got to do the 24-hour brine with your steak,
Oh, the
and then
salt brine.
you got to do the coffee, sirloin in the coffee. Cuts like a tenderloin. I'm telling you, and it chews like one.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, half the time I don't. If I'm cooking steak, I don't even let it get to room temperature on the counter. I just take it out of the fridge and season it and throw it on the grill.
oh yeah, I do that too. I know you're supposed to for like 45 minutes if I happen to remember, but
Yeah, and then you're supposed to let it rest as long as it cooks before you cut it.
yeah, so you're supposed to like almost take it off like rare or like and then let it keep cooking
Yeah,
for
a couple degrees
yeah.
lower than what you want to eat it.
I got it pretty dialed in my stove and my grill for the most part, but like I know some guys can like do this with their hand
Oh
and
yeah,
kind of like tell which, but I don't have it down by feel, but I just kind of have a sense at this point.
I kind of just look at the steak and say in my head, okay, that's going to take about 6 minutes aside.
Yeah. Yeah, mine is usually like usually my go-to is cast iron get the cast iron hot. So you're maybe like 2 to 3 minutes one side, flip it maybe just for like a minute, and then it's like 3 minutes in the oven at 400. Put the whole pan in. It's so juicy because all it cooks in all the juice.
Now, what do you use butter or
Yeah, butter, um, butter or olive oil. But like if it gets too hot, then it'll start smoking bad.
yeah,
So.
that I have that problem in my kitchen.
And then when I put it from the stove to the oven, I put another chunk of butter right on top of it, so it just melts over it. Basically, just like a butter soup with steak in it.
Oof, that sounds good.
And we should have. I think we're having steak Thursday night, Friday night, so we'll be in good shape.
When I smoke brisket, I usually take all the fat trimmings and put it in a tinfoil tray and let that fat render, and then I'll save that.
Oh, nice.
Um, I'll just filter it out a couple times.
So you cut that whole big slab of fat off of it.
Yeah, you're supposed to leave like a quarter inch of fat, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You can usually get about 2 pounds of fat, and then I'll just render that down and keep that in a mason jar, and I'll sometimes use that when I'm cooking in the cast iron.
See, I usually just leave it on there and cook it and eat it. I don't know which is worse for you, but it's
Yeah,
good to cook in.
and I also love eating the fat on red meat
Yeah, you and me both.
and a nice pork chop.
Yeah, we should figure out some. I'm excited to talk to you. Well, I guess the guys on Saturday and Sunday because I'm so curious if both of them have like if some of those guys are doing different stuff for work or what they do.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we're gonna learn a lot both days.
Yeah, and I think if anyone, at least in the country, is doing something cool, it's people out here
Right.
because they most likely. I mean, even like Drew because he like he was essentially paralyzed from the waist down and then like got this job so he could keep doing it and now he's like essentially a adaptive athlete.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, so from like, what's your mobility from your neck, like neck up is 100% pretty much?
Yeah, my neck is fine. It's just above. I guess my nipples.
Uh-huh.
Is,
So you have like your shoulders pretty much, or no?
My shoulders, yeah. Bicep, it's not 100%. It's probably like 30, I would say. 30%. In the last 4 years, I can now do an 8-pound bicep curl. So
Oh, nice. What was it when you started?
when I started, I could barely even move my arm with no weight. So just a gradual.
Do you have like, are you just gonna like try to keep going and get as strong as you can with
Yeah,
it?
I'm gonna keep going. I go to the gym twice a week.
Nice.
Do physical therapy twice a week. So
Is Bill still coming and doing it with you?
yep,
Yeah. How long he's been doing that with you for a long time, right?
yeah, it'll be 4 years in December.
Damn. Thanks, Bill.
Yeah, shout out to Bill and my trainer at the gym, Brittany.
And then how?
Madison for driving me to the gym and get
Yeah.
me ready for therapy.
Let me make sure I get his name right before I say it. Patrick. He was asking me that. He's like, where do you do his rehab and stuff? And he seemed like he had like a bunch of opinions and ideas on like where he should do that. But I'm curious to hear what these guys have to say about everything.
Yeah. Can I have a sip of that?
Yeah. Do you think the van trip tomorrow is going to feel like old times with the whole Dutchess County crew in the van?
Yeah, that should be a bunch of ball busting and
Yeah. Yeah, between you, Will, and me, and Brendan. I was just telling Amy because I'm so excited about this. Don't you remember the picture when I came back and stayed at your house? I think there's like a picture of the four of us
on the couch.
Yeah, and we were just like, I think I was drinking too much, if anyone, but
Brennan, I think, drank a whole.
yeah, he like
Busch
shows up with like a bush light in his hand and like polished the whole thing off.
Yep.
But that was fun. That was like, we'll try to keep it a little more under control than that. I don't think we'll be doing any day drinking in the
No, not in the van.
Yeah. In the
At least
commercial
I
view.
won't.
Yeah. And I won't. And we'll keep an eye on everyone else. Technically, it's legal. I mean, if you have a paid driver, like it's the same as a limousine, so you could. But there's enough cool stuff that you're seeing that I don't think
to
you
keep
need
you
to.
occupied and not slug beers.
Yeah, I mean, to each their own, but I think we'll be good. And maybe we'll do part of Beartooth, but not the whole thing, because I don't know about you. I don't think anyone wants to be in a vehicle for 12 hours.
Yeah, no, that'll be tough.
Yeah.
I mean, if we get out and I can tilt and do some pressure relieving, because I can't really. I've done it before throughout the day, and you're just so busy or doing something that you forget to relieve pressure, but it's good for my body just to tilt back and recline for a couple minutes before I go back to just sitting on my butt.
Well, I think we'll have definitely like quite a few stops and getting out and glassing to hopefully find some stuff.
Yeah, that was a little tricky on the plane. Madison would have to get up and lean me forward or pick my legs up and tilt me to the side just to keep the pressure off of one spot for too long.
Yeah, and what is that? Like, was it 4 hours or something on the plane?
I think it was 4 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah. I think I bet you it'll be like under 4 going back. It's just so quick with the jet stream going that way.
Is it?
Yeah, every time we go that way, it's way early. Like we always just gain, like, I don't know, at least 45 minutes, it seems like.
Oh,
if not
a
a full hour. So it should feel pretty quick. How else has your experience in Montana been?
Like this trip or?
Yeah. Yeah. What about all the other times? Because it almost doesn't even surprise me that you made the effort to come out here, because I think this is the 4th time out, right?
Yeah, 4th time.
Yeah. And then you did Washington too.
Yep. So in Seattle. But so far, can't say that we've done too much besides grab lunch yesterday and unpacked at the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Grabbed a quick bite to eat this morning before we left the hotel and then just drove over here.
Yeah, nothing against my other friends that I never want to talk to again that don't come out to visit, but this is the fourth time you've made it out. Well, technically fifth if you count Washington.
Yeah, no. Each time I come back, I'm like, why don't I live here?
Yeah. Well, that's what happened to me. Because I said after the second time, I was like, if I go one more time, I'm moving. And I did. I think it was 6 weeks between the third time and when I came here.
Is that when you broke down in the white truck?
No, that was the second time I came here. That was when I broke down in the white truck here. And I just said jokingly, man, I should just stay here. And then I went to Washington and Katie and Rich were getting married here. And I said, it's like, you guys know if I go there again, I'm probably going to move there. And then they just laughed. And I came here. It was 4th of July weekend and it feels like a dream.
And you had a house or an apartment lined up before you came?
Yeah. No, I didn't then, because then
You were in the Airbnb?
I got an Airbnb. And I just stayed in there. Like, it was like a long-term Airbnb. But I honestly think that's not a bad way to do it if you want to move to a city and you don't want to sign a lease.
Right.
You can just do it short-term. And then I started Uber driving around and figure out the city, and now Mountain Mule exists.
And you did a little construction on the side?
Yeah.
You're in there?
And farming. And I was milking cows at that farm that milks cows at 2 a.m. in the morning. You know, when I was actually talking to Brendan on the phone, that's how I came up with the Mountain Mule name.
Really?
He was like, yeah, I was listening to this podcast and these guys would like take mules in the backcountry and go up the mountains. And like somehow, like, I just thought of Mountain Mule. I was like, that seems like a good name. Not giving him any credit, but he was just part of my genius. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, and that was it. I don't know. It's just cool. Like in the same way that they have all this adaptive stuff is like the same way it feels with everything else. And even every time, because what did we do? We did snowboarding. Then you came in the summer.
We did snowboarding, snowmobiling.
Yep.
Came in the summer. We did hiking. Rode the bikes a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm trying to think because I'm like mixing 2 trips up too.
We did. I came out with my brother and my sister.
Oh, yeah.
We went to the rodeo.
Miles City.
Yep.
That's iconic. But even then too, that's why that's when I feel the most, when I feel the worst for you, like for your accident and everything. Because every time we went there, you're like, oh, I don't want to sit inside. I do not want to sit inside at all.
Yep.
And I'm like, man, I don't think there's a person I know more in the world that doesn't want to be inside than Matt.
Yeah, no. The summer, I'm outside. Everywhere I go, everybody's like, oh, you're so tan. How'd you get so tan? It's like I'm just outside every day. The winter is the hardest on me because I keep the house at 72 degrees and I would put it warmer if it wasn't for the cost of oil.
Yeah.
And there's really not much to do in the winter, but.
Yeah, I guess it'd just be a cost thing. Like if you could go somewhere warmer in the winter, but then it's like to move and do all that.
Where do you go? Florida or Texas or?
Yeah. A lot of people go to Arizona here. And they come here in the summer because it's so hot there.
Oh, wow.
It'd be like 120 there. So they come here for the summer because it's cooler and then go there in the winter. I think Arizona and California are some of the best climates. It just always, I think Arizona just like sometimes gets a little too hot. But I think that's why everyone originally left California.
For Arizona?
What's that?
For Arizona?
No, I think that everyone went to California originally just because it's like perfect weather year round. Yeah. And I think Arizona's close, but I think Arizona just gets a little too hot in the summer. But I don't know. Maybe you'd like 120.
No. Anything over 80, 85. 85 with no humidity is fine, but after that, I overheat way too quick.
And then what's the cold? Like, what's uncomfortable for cold?
Um, Low 60s.
Yeah.
If there's no sunshine, that's freezing cold to me.
And I think, like, because we should remember that too, especially when we're at the wedding and stuff, because I think the low is like 60 at night. So just as long as you got stuff to stay warm.
I'll have a sweater and I'll have the jeans on, so that will help me too.
Yeah. I mean, it's usually like, it can be like 40 to 50 degrees different in the nighttime and the daytime,
Yeah,
which is like pretty nice in a lot of ways just for sleeping and stuff.
right.
And we got Will coming in soon.
Yeah.
I wonder if he landed yet.
What time is it?
12:03. I think his flight was earlier than your guys was yesterday. I could be wrong, but I'll tell you right now. No, now it says 12:30. It says he's like 45 minutes behind, and that's about what your guys was yesterday.
Yeah, they might have hit that same storm.
Yeah. And I don't know why it's weird, but it seems like the planes, like a lot of times they circle around and then they land going east. Sometimes they land headed west, but it's not as often. Like most times they go past the airport and you see them circling around and coming in.
Oh, okay.
And I think it all has to do with the winds, how they are, depending on how they want to come in.
Yeah, I don't know, I heard the pilot talking to the flight attendant saying that he went around some bad weather yesterday to avoid the turbulence.
Nice.
But I talked to my dad this morning. He said it was thunder and lightning, and he went down to try and get ice cream, I guess, after dinner, and there was so many trees down in the road he couldn't even go 2 miles down the road for ice cream.
Yeah, I know Brendan moved his flight up because there was storms coming in.
Yeah.
I don't know if they missed him or not, but maybe they didn't. What else, man? Anything else anyone should know about Matt Wabshinak? What's some wise advice you can give them since you've had this injury? How should they think about their life?
I mean, don't take anything for granted, and I guess I would say live like tomorrow is not. You never know what could happen, so tomorrow is not promised to anybody.
You know, I will say to your credit, you always did live like that in a lot of ways. Because you made me nervous, and I made my mother nervous, and plenty of people. But when you make your friends nervous, it's like, damn, this guy's pretty crazy. If it wasn't on a snowmobile or a dirt bike or anything else.
Yeah, and then to that, I mean, even if I could go back, I would be even do more crazier things.
Yeah. What's the craziest thing would you skydive now or no?
No, I don't think I could do that.
Just from a discomfort level, or from a you don't want anything to do with that?
Just because I don't think I would trust a parachute.
Yeah. I see. I always said I wanted to do it when I was younger, and then I got older, and I was like, there's actually I do enjoy being alive.
Yeah.
And then, meet someone like my fiance, and I'm like, oh, she wants me to be around, and I want to be around for her.
Yes.
Maybe I'll think a little bit more now.
Is there a lot of skydiving around here?
I know they do it in Three Forks. Someone just asked me about it the other day. And sometimes Three Forks has different some unique reputations, I'll say. And they're like, oh, that you can skydive in Three Forks. And I said, well, if I was going to, that's not the place I would do it either.
Yep.
But I don't know. All right, well, should we wrap this show up and check on those mountain bikes that are going to go out for the weekend and figure out where Will is?
Yeah, sounds good.
Sweet, man. Well, I appreciate you coming out here.
No problem. Wouldn't miss it.
Yeah. Thanks, dude. All right. Thanks for listening, folks. You can find the full blog post for every episode along with key takeaways and links at mountain-mule.com. If you haven't yet, consider following the show. That one small action helps these Montana businesses get seen, grow, and thrive, and it helps this podcast keep going too. If you know a business that would be a good fit for the show, we'd love to hear from you. Just reach out through the website or social. Thank you for supporting these Montana businesses. See you on the next show.